Good evening, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another edition of Payoff Pitch 1985. Today's date is June 11th of 85, and tonight we are at the Kingdome for the Chicago White Sox and the Seattle Mariners. The White Sox come into this game one game over 500 at 26-25. The Mariners are 27-28. They're percentage points below the White Sox, of course, even though they have more wins. We are at the Kingdome. This is our first venture here to the Kingdome. And the Kingdome is kind of neutral, although it can be a bit of a hitter's park once in a while. The White Sox historically won this game 7-1. So this is an important game here in the American League West as both teams continue to fight for playoff positioning, even though we're still only in the month of June, but the playoffs are coming very quickly. I'm going to really try to keep my voice down as possible. It is getting a little bit more difficult to do this, but can't be really screaming anymore. So I'll do my best to try to still keep it exciting as always, okay? So feel free. Starting pitcher for the Seattle Mariners in this game is Bill Swift. 6 wins, 10 losses, a 4.77 ERA in 1985. But for those of you who watched my 1994 restart, this name will sound familiar as he went a no-hitter in my 1994 National League wildcard playoff when Bill Swift was with the San Francisco Giants against the Houston Astros. For those of you who did not catch that, please do. I rolled it. It was streamed. I streamed a no-hitter, so that's in my 1994 playlist. You can check it out. That was the wild card playoff between the Giants and the Astros. It was a no-hitter. So let's play some baseball. Top of the first inning, I should say. And leading off for the Chicago White Sox will be left fielder Rudy Law. Swift, of course, is a right-hander. Law batted .252 against rights. Here we go, a little late-night baseball. And that is an in-play 40, and Rudy Law will start it off with a base hit. So there will be no no-hitter for Swift in this game, as he allows a leadoff base hit to Law. He will hold on at first, and the batter now will be third baseman Tim Hewlett. Hewlett batted .250 against rights. Rudy Law is a 5+. As a steal rating, that is a 7, so nothing happening. So Swift will pitch. Bears Den 007 joins us here at the Kingdome. Swift with the pitch. Tough, 29, and that is a strikeout. That's the first strikeout by Swift, out number 1. Next batter is the right fielder, Harold Baines. Batted .293, 16 homers against rights in 85. Rudy Law still on at first base, the pitch from Swift. And that is a tough 60. It's a ground ball to first base. Baines' double play rating's a 9. Swift is a 7. That is a 9. The throw is going to be, actually, Rudy Law's run rating is a 9. So since that is higher, I'm going to allow Rudy Law to make it to second base. The only play is at first. So the play is made by Davis, who tosses it to Swift at the bag for out number 2. So that is a ground out, but Rudy Law will move over to second. And the batter now is first baseman Greg Walker. Batted .270, 20 home runs against rights. Bears Den, if you recognize Bill Swift, you know, of course, he threw the no-hitter in my 1994 National League wild card playoff when he was with the Giants. Here's the pitch from Swift. That's an in-play 50, and it's a line drive right to short. But Jim Presley will make the catch. Nothing for the White Sox. They do get a hit. As I'm trying to keep my voice, from screaming here, but I know I like to be animated for you guys, so I hope you don't mind. Starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox in this game was Tim Lollar. He only had 13 starts. This obviously was one of them. He was 3-5 with a 4.66 ERA. He gets the call tonight. And leading off for the Seattle Mariners is second baseman Jack Perconti. Lollar is a lefty. Perconti batted .242 against lefts in 85. Don't get many looks with the Mariners, but we're not giving up on them yet. They're only 27-28. They are one game under 500. The White Sox are one game over 500, so we're not done with these teams by any means. Pitch from Lollar. That is a wheelhouse 90, and it's a ground out to second base. Play is made by Julio Cruz. Gets him out, one down. Lollar pitches him a meatball, but Perconti can't do anything with it. Here is the left fielder, Phil Bradley. Bradley batted .267 with 9 homers against lefts. Pitch from Lollar, patient 83. That's a ground out to short. That'll be out number 2. The White Sox won this game 7-1 historically. Here's the center fielder, Dave Henderson. Batted .280 against lefties in 85. Pitch from Lollar, patient 21. That is a walk. It's going to be a little bit difficult, I think, for Tim Lollar. He averaged 6.3 walks per 9. He's got patient at 6, 7, and 8. Ugh, not a good place to do it. So he allows the 2-out walk to Henderson. He'll trot down to first. 2B steal rating not going on, nothing happening. Here is the designated hitter for the Mariners in Gorman Thomas, ex-Brewer. He was 34 years old this in 85. He batted .211. But with 13 home runs, so Thomas definitely has power. 2 outs, pitch from Lollar. And that is a tough 0-7, and it's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that ends the inning. So the 2-out walk does nothing. At the end of one, we have no score. Bears Den, a question for you. I know you're from Chicago, obviously, because you're a Bears fan and a Cubs fan. Do you have anything? Do you hate the White Sox, like the White Sox, or because you live in Chicago? So I don't know if you also like the White Sox. Also, there are some Chicagoans that do like both teams, and then of course there are the North Sides that hate the South Sides, and vice versa. Leading off for the White Sox, top of the second inning, the catcher, the original Pudge, Carlton Fisk. Fisk batted .251 with 9 homers against right-hand, .231 and 28 homers against right-handers. Swift with the pitch. Tough, 25. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Second strikeout for Swift. He averaged 4.1 per 9. Here's the designated hitter for the White Sox, and that's Oscar Gamble. He batted .207 in 85. Not really a Sox fan. That's okay. I know you like the Cubs. That's okay. You know me as a Mets fan, I can't stand the Yankees. I don't hate the Yankees. I just can't stand them. Pitch from Swift. And that's a patient 24. That's a walk. That's an easy walk for Oscar Gamble. Trots down to first. Oscar Gamble not going anywhere with that F steal rating. Next up for the White Sox, center fielder Darryl Boston. Batted .237 against rights in 85. Pitch from Swift. That's a tough 99 fly out to right. Out number 2. And here is the second baseman, Julio Cruz. Cruz batted .144 against right-handers in 85. He did get a lot of at-bats, though, but was just not a really good hitter. Better against lefties than he was against rights. I'm actually surprised he was in the lineup. Of course, this game did occur in June, so who really knows? The only time I care about them is when they play the Cubs. 2 outs. Pitch from Swift. That's a tough 50, and it will be a ground out to third. That will end the inning. Nothing for the White Sox except a walk. And we still got no score going into the bottom of inning number 2. Here at the Kingdome, our first real look here at the Kingdome. I don't think we've been here yet. Leading off for the Mariners, first baseman Alvin Davis. Davis batted .239 against lefties in 85. Here is the pitch. Lollar, that is a patient 65. That's a single for Alvin Davis. Davis belts a home run to center. Mariners have the leadoff runner on. Here's the right fielder, Barry Bonnell, or Barry Bonnell, probably pronounced. Bonnell batted .278 against lefties. Davis a 1F steal rating. No play coming up, so Lollar will pitch. Pitch from Lollar. Tough 0-4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Lollar gets strikeout number 2. He averaged 6.6 per 9. 1 out. Here's the third baseman, Jim Presley. He batted .344 and 8 homers against lefties in 85. So he's a dangerous hitter for the Mariners in this game. Davis on at first. Pitch from Lollar. That's a tough 99. Fly ball left field, out number 2. Catch is made by Rudy Law. Alvin Davis still on at first. And now the catcher, Bob Carney. Batted .196 with 3 homers against lefties. 2 outs. The leadoff single not working out so far. Lollar doing the job. Here's the pitch to Carney. That's a patient 99, and it's a fly ball left field. And getting under that one will be Law, and he makes the catch, and the leadoff single bears nothing for the M's in this game. At least in this inning, I should say. At the end of 2, we still got no score. They did get a hit, though. Top of inning number 3. Shortstop for the White Sox, Ozzie Guillen, batted .287 against rights in 85. Pitch from Swift. That's an in-play 85. It's a ground ball to second base. Thrown to first, out number 1. We had one crazy game last night between the Bo Sox and the O's. Now we'll see what kind of game between the White Sox and the M's. Here's Rudy Law. Law got a base hit his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Swift with the pitch. In play, 13. That is going to be a single for Rudy Law. He gets his second hit of the game as he belts that into left. Law gets his second hit of the game. 5B steal rating, but a 7 on the dice. He cannot go, so Swift is holding him. And now we'll see if Tim Hewlett can get him over. Hewlett struck out his last time up. Swift checks and deals. And that is a tough 94. Fly ball left field. That's going to be caught by Bradley. That's out number 1. I'm sorry, that's out number 2. My bad. And now the batter is Harold Baines. Hall of Famer, no. No. Hall of Very Good, yeah. Hall of Famer, no. Baines is 0 for 1. Now, of course, every time I say something bad about him, he always seems to do something. Here's the pitch. And that is an in-play 33. And what did I just say? It's a base hit for Harold Baines. That is a single. Rudy Law, run rating of 9, will make third easily. Baines holds it first. And runners at the corners with 2 outs. Every time I say something about him, he always tries to prove me wrong. Here's Greg Walker. Walker is 0 for 1, lined out to short. Still 2 outs. Swift in a little bit of a jam here in the top of the third. Here comes the pitch. Swift. That's an in play, 64, and he'll get out of it. Fly ball left field. And that'll be Bradley making the catch. And that will end the inning. No runs. A couple of hits for the White Sox. Still no score. Bottom half of inning number 3. Here is the shortstop for Seattle, Spike Owen, future Red Sox. Lollar not pitching too badly so far, only gave up 1 hit. We'll see how he does against Owen. Owen bats .256 against lefties. Pitch from Lollar. Patient 09, that is a definite walk. Owen will trot down to first. Second walk issued by Lollar. And now Jack Berconti. 4C steal rating, Owen not going anywhere. So Lollar will definitely get to pitch to Berconti. Pitch on the way. And that is a tough 54. And it's a ground ball to third. Berconti's double play rating's a 7. So is Lollar. That is a 5. They will turn it. Third base to second base to first base. Double play. 2 outs. Berconti grounds out into the 5-4-3 as Lollar gets his best friend. Here's Bradley. Bradley 0 for 1. Lollar checking up. Now pitches to Bradley. And that is a patient 40. It's a base hit for Bradley. Single. He hits that one into right. Bradley will trot down to first. And once again, a big double play. Pretty much took a chance, maybe a run off the board. But Bradley gets a 2-out single. He'll hold it first. That does give a chance for Dave Henderson. Bradley 4C steal rating, 6 on the board, will not run. So Henderson will hit away normally. Lollar checks and deals. And that is a tough 72. It's a ground ball to second base. That's an easy play there for Cruz. He throws to first to get the out. No runs, a hit for the Mariners. At the end of 3, we got no score. I want to remind something about Double D joins us here at the Kingdome, as well as Land Strat Baseball. You know, I want to remind, it was something I didn't mention about last night's game. Even though the Red Sox won that game 11-7 last night, and here we people wonder if this game is real, if Payoff Pitch is pretty realistic. The final score of the game, historically last night, the Red Sox actually scored 12 runs. Now, the Orioles scored none. They shut them out 12-0, but Red Sox still got 11 runs. So to me, that's close enough. So good to have you guys here at the Kingdome. We go to the top of the 4th. And leading off is the catcher, Carlton Fisk, the original Pudge for the White Sox. Land Strat Baseball, I would like to mention here, if I didn't hear, Bill Swift, all right, he pitched a no-hitter in my 1994 restart. The game is available. You got to check it. It was the 1994 National League Wild Card Playoff between the Giants and the Astros. If you want to see a no-hitter rolled, you can watch it. And that was done while I was streaming. So all my games are done streamed. Carlton Fisk will lead it off here for the Chi Sox in the top of the 4th. Swift with the pitch. In play, 19, that's a single. Fisk laces that one into right. Leadoff hit for Pudge. Here's the DH, Oscar Gamble. Fisk on at first, 7 on the dice. He will not steal. No play coming up. Swift will pitch to Gamble. Top of the 4th inning, no score. Double D, watch that game. Yes, so if anyone wants to see a no-hitter rolled, you can actually see it done. That is an in-play 66. It's a ground ball to short. Gamble's double play rating's a 5. Swift is a 7. That is a 6. The throw is going to go. Carlton Fisk's run rating is a 6. In my opinion, it's the same as this. Fisk will make second, although the rules really state he is out, but I changed a couple of things. So Fisk, because his run rating equals the dice roll, he will make it to first, to second. The throw goes to first. That's out number 1. A little bit of a rule to allow more runners to get from first to second on a field, on possible fielder's choices. The run rating of the base runner has to be at least equal to or less what's on dice. A little bit of a kind of a rules change I did. Not a rules change, house rule. That is a ground out to second, ground out there. Next batter is Darryl Boston. There is one out now. As Daniel Patani drops in here at the Kingdome watching his White Sox. What? He only had one no-no. Rick Russell, the Cubs, yes. Gamble had awesome hair. Did he not? Did he not have awesome hair? He had the best fro in baseball. If anyone says that Oscar Gamble had the best fro in baseball history, I am not going to argue that statement. Pitch from Swift. Patient 84, and that is going to be a ground ball to second. The throw goes to first to get Boston. That's out number 2. And Carlton Fisk's run rating is a 6. That's a 5. He will make third. And now the batter will be Julio Cruz. Jose Cardinal had one. Yep, a lot of them had. Gary Maddox had a good throw too, but come on. We all know Oscar Gamble had the best one. Julio Cruz, the batter. Fisk now on at third. Swift trying to get out of the inning. 2 outs now. Pitch from Swift. That's a tough 60, and it will be a fly ball right field. It'll be Bunnell getting under that one. He makes the catch, and the inning comes to an end. No runs and a hit. Still no score. You never know when one of my games get a little crazy here at RJL 518. Bottom of the 4th inning. Designated hitter for the Mariners coming up here is Gorman Thomas, ex-Brewer. Thomas is 0 for 1. Pitch from Lollar. That is a tough 94. Fly ball out, or I should say fly out to left. Out number 1. Catch is made by Rudy Law. Next up is the first baseman, Alvin Davis. Davis got a single his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Pitch from Lollar. Tough 90. Ground out to second base. Throws to first. That's out number 2. Nice play made by Cruz. Here's Barry Bunnell. Struck out his last time up. Pitch from Lollar. And that is a patient 96. Not a problem. Fly ball left field. Law will make that catch as well. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Lollar. That is the first 1-2-3 inning he's had yet in this game. Still no score at the end of 4. I made a rhyme. Double D said he had a fro back in the day. I'll bet it was awesome. Top of the 5th inning. Let's see who leads off for the Chi Sox. That's going to be Guillen. Guillen leads off for the Chi Sox. He's 0 for 1. Pitch from Swift, and it's a patient 96, and that will be a fly ball to right field. That will be caught by Bunnell. That's out number 1. One down. Here comes Rudy Law. Law is having a good night so far. He's 2 for 2 singles. Swift will pitch to Law. And that is a tough 68. It will be a fly ball to left field. Bradley will make the catch. First time tonight that Law's been retired. And now Tim Hewlett. Swift pitches to Hewlett. And that's a patient 94. It's a fly ball to left again. And Bradley gets under that one. 3 batters, 3 flyouts. Bill Swift has his first 1-2-3 inning of the game. We are halfway through this game here at the Kingdome. Still no score. Like to remind you of more exciting action. Tomorrow morning, we have Inside Pitch. 1985, 1 and gone. We now begin the second round. Game 11, the Chicago Cubs will take on the St. Louis Cardinals. John Tudor will pitch for the Cardinals. Rick Sutcliffe will go for the Cubs in that second round game of the 1 and gone. And tomorrow night, on Payoff Pitch tomorrow night, who do we got? We got these Seattle Mariners again, as a matter of fact, here at the Kingdome. But tomorrow they'll be facing the Kansas City Royals. So we have the Cubs and the Cardinals and the Royals and the Mariners tomorrow night as the Mariners get looked at again. But my next schedule block, I did everything I possibly could to try to avoid showing teams twice in a row. But sometimes you do get that. Let's see. Bottom of the 5th, who leads off for the M's? That would be Presley. Lollar pitches to Presley. And that's a tough 37. And Presley fights it off and gets a single. It's that one into center. Base hit. He will hold it first. 4 on the dice. 2D. Steal rating, Presley will not run. No steal. The batter will be Bob Carney. I usually do take a look at steals and bunts and hit and runs, that kind of thing. Hit and runs, I usually only call if a steal is available, but he doesn't get the jump. Usually. Lawler's pitch to Carney. And that is a tough 84, and it will be a ground ball to short. Carney's double play rating 7, so is Lawler's. That is a 3. Shortstop to second to first, twin killing. Carney grounds out into the 6-4-3. 2 outs. That is the second double play the Mariners have hit into in this game. Here's Spike Owen, now with 2 men out. Lollar pitches to Owen, and that is a patient 58, and it will be a ground ball to third. Easy pickup by Hewlett, throws to first. That's the final out of the inning. Lollar faces the minimum batters, even though we did give up a hit. At the end of 5, still no score between the White Sox and the M's. Rapidly moving ball game, top of the 6th. Harold Baines leads off for the White Sox. Baines is 1 for 2. Pitch from Swift. Tough. 94. Fly ball right field. Caught by Bunnell. Out number 1. That's the 5th straight flyout Bill Swift has given up. Here's Greg Walker. Walker 0 for 2. Pitch from Swift. That's an in-play 12, and that will be a base hit for Walker. That's a single. Walker trots down to first. First hit of the game for Walker. 2C steal rating, not running with 7 on the dice. And here is Carlton Fisk. And Fisk will hit away. Swift will pitch to Fisk. Here it comes. And that is a tough 99 fly ball left field. Caught by Bradley, out number 2. Wow, who's going to be the first batter to break through these pitchers? Here's Oscar Gamble, the man with the fro. Although I don't know if he had the fro anymore in 1985. I'm not sure. I know in the 70s, definitely. I don't know if he had it in 85. I don't remember. Walker on it first. Swift trying to get out of it. This is Swift's fatigue inning, but he is not allowed any runs at all. So Swift can go as long as he can. Same thing with Lollar. This was his fatigue inning as well. Pitch from Swift. That's a patient 12, and it's going to be a walk. That's a walk for Gamble. He will trot down. And now runners at first and second. A chance now for Darryl Boston. They go talk to Swift on the mound. He will pitch to Boston with 2 outs. Swift has been good this game. He had a 4.77 ERA in 85, but the way he's pitching, you wouldn't know it. Darryl Boston is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. It's a patient 14. It's another walk. Oh, boy. And the bases are loaded. And the batter is Julio Cruz. And he will hit. He hasn't been up 3 times yet. And unfortunately, Cruz only bats 144 against rights. He will hit. I'm not taking him out. You have to have it be at least in the 7th inning, or pinch for position players have to bat it at least 3 times for me to make a pinch hitter in American League Baseball. Actually goes for National League as well. In the playoffs, however, it's got to be at least the 5th inning or 2 at bats. Swift will pitch to Cruz. Bases loaded. Can Swift get out of the jam? It's a patient 79. Yes, he does. Fly ball, center field. Under it is Henderson. Makes the catch, and the White Sox come away with nothing. No runs. 1 hit and a couple of walks. Still no score. It's amazing how a game of payoff pitch can go. Yesterday, we had 18 runs at the end of the game scored. This game, we got none so far. Bottom of the 6th inning. Who leads off? Top of the batting order for the M's. Here's Jack Perconti. He's 0 for 2. Lollar will pitch. That's a tough 16. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 3 for Lollar. Out number 1. And now here's Bradley. Bradley is 1 for 2. Pitch from Lollar. That is a patient 18. That will be a walk. Bradley will trot down to first. Bradley on first for the 2nd time today. 4C steal rating, 7 on the dice, nothing happening there. And now it'll be a chance for Dave Henderson. Still 1 out. And right now the M's are threatening, but can Lollar get out of his little jam now? Henderson is 0 for 1, grounded out and walked. Lollar looking in. Now the pitch to Henderson. That is a ballpark 72 against a righty. That is going to be an in play. This is the first card I've drawn yet. In play 93, fly ball left field. That's going to get caught by Law for out number 2. That's actually true. That's the first fact card I've drawn all game. That's the first card I've drawn all game. Didn't even have to flip it. That is very rare when I have not drawn a card, okay, reaching the 6th inning. Next batter is Gorman Thomas now with 2 outs. Thomas is 0 for 2. Bradley still on at first. Lollar pitches. That's a patient 75, and it is a fly ball center field. That'll be caught by Boston, and the inning ends there. Nothing for the Mariners except to walk. At the end of 6, still no score. Pitchers duel between Lollar and Swift. I am very surprised at that. Top of the 7th. Bill Swift is pitched beautifully. You got 2 lefties and a right coming up. I'm going to take a look and see who the Mariners have in the pen. Is it worth bringing in a new pitcher? My mom will get that. Is it worth bringing in a new pitcher? The answer is no. Swift is going to stay out there for this inning. He's not tired. He is not tired. We'll see how long he can go. Unless, of course, he gives up a couple of runs. Top of the 7th, no score. White Sox and Mariners. Swift with the pitch. In play, 39, base hit, Ozzie Guillen. Hits it into right. That is Guillen's first hit of the game. He'll go to first. And now a chance for Rudy Law. Guillen, 3C steal rating, 7 on the dice, nothing happening, so it would be a normal play. Swift will pitch to Law. And that is a tough 87. Ground ball, second base. Law's double play ratings a 6. Swift is a 7. That is an 8. Ozzie Guillen's run rating is a 9. He will make second base. The throw goes to first to get Law. That's out number 1. No double play, but Guillen will make it to first with that. That's my house rule from now on. A 10 or an 11 or 12 automatically gets the runner to second from first no matter what. But on a ground out, if the run rating is higher than what's on dice, that's good enough for me to get him to second. Next up is Tim Hewlett. Still 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Hewlett is 0 for 3. Pitch from Swift. In play, 15, single for Tim Hewlett. That is a base hit. And let's see what we got. It is a ball blooped into right field. Runner Ozzie Guillen coming around third. He will score. And Hewlett gets to first. And the White Sox finally break through. And it is 1-0. So I know Daniel Patani is going to be happy to see that 1 go into the White Sox part of the scoreboard. Hewlett on it first. Now the batter is Harold Baines. Swift will still stay out there a little while longer. Hewlett at first. Now the pitch from Swift. And that's a tough 10. And that is a strikeout. Swift comes right back with a strikeout. And that is strikeout number 2 for him. There's 2 outs. Batter now is Greg Walker. Swift getting in there, looking back at Hewlett. And now the pitch to Walker. And that's a patient 15. That's going to be a walk. He walks Walker, so Walker takes a walk, I should say, right? Runners at first and second. That is walk number 4 for Bill Swift. And the batter is now Pudge, Carlton Fisk. They're going to keep Swift out there to pitch to Pudge. Pudge bats .231 against rights. They'll keep him out there, hoping Swift can get out the jam. 1-0 White Sox here, top of the 7th. But if Swift gives up another run, I'll take him out. Here's the pitch. And that is an in-play 75. He'll get out of it. Fly ball, center field. Caught by Henderson. Inning over. 1 run for the White Sox on 2 hits and a walk. We are at the 7th inning stretch. The White Sox hold a 1-0 lead on the M's. Sing your Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I will be right back. Like to remind you once more time, we have the Cubs and the Cardinals tomorrow. Inside pitch, game 11, 1985, 1 and gone. It is Rick Sutcliffe versus John Tudor. I know Bears Den will be looking forward for that game. And I know, of course, his arch rival, Bob B., will probably be there as well. And we've got these Mariners again tomorrow, but they will be playing the Kansas City Royals. Bottom of the 7th, and of course, stay tuned for 10-minute ticker when the game is over. 1-0 Tim Lollar. He is a lefty, and he will pitch to Alvin Davis. But we may see a new pitcher coming in for Lollar, even though he's pitching a gem. Davis is 1 for 2. Pitch from Lollar. Tough. 72. And that is a ground out to short. Throw goes to first, out number 1. Number of right-handers coming up now. So here's Barry Bonnell. And let's see if the White Sox want to bring in a new pitcher. Probably bring in a righty. And they will do so. So Lawler's going to come out the game. He leaves with the win. And coming on to pitch will be Dan Spillner. 4-3, 3.44 ERA, adds 10 to the tough roll. Lollar had a 50-54 in strikeout, never came up. So Dan Spillner will pitch to Barry Bonnell. He will take over as a short reliever. So he can pitch innings 7 and 8. Philip Reynolds joins us here at the Kingdome as he says the Orioles want a rematch with the White Sox. Who knows what might happen in payoff pitch. Spillner will pitch to Bonnell. That is an in-play 42, and it's a pop-out to catcher, out number 2. Nice pitch by Spillner as Bonnell shot it up the chimney. Here's Jim Presley. Presley is 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. And that is a patient 82. And what we got here, it's a fly ball center field. That'll get taken care of by Boston. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go. The Mariners still 1-0 in favor of the White Sox. Top of the 8th inning. 2 lefties and a switch. Swift is going to come out. The Mariners are going to go to the pen. Coming on to pitch for the Mariners is going to be Brian Snyder. 1-2, 6.37 ERA. Darryl Boston, the leadoff batter, has a 118 average against lefties. May see a pinch hitter. Boston is at center field. So let's see if we're going to do a pinch hitter here. And they will. So Boston's going to come out. And taking over at his position will be Luis. Well, can it be Salazar? Hold a minute. Got to make sure I go by at bats. Yes, it can be. Luis Salazar will take over. Salazar will take over at center field. Not as good of a fielder as Boston is. But the White Sox want to try to get all they can. Brian Snyder will pitch to Luis Salazar. Salazar, 171 at bats against left-handed pitching. One out. Here's the pitch. Brian Snyder, that is a 9. That is a tough 89, and that will be a ground out to short. Throw goes to first. Out number 2. Is this before Griffey Jr.? Oh, of course, yes. Way before Griffey Jr. Griffey doesn't show up until Griffey Jr. don't show up until his first year, I think, was what, 89, I think, or something? No, he was nowhere. He wasn't even close yet. Here's Julio Cruz. He will bat against Brian Snyder, though, with 2 outs. Pitch coming. Snyder. That is a ballpark 40, and that will be against a righty. That's wheelhouse. Cruz with the wheelhouse. 70. Way too high. He chops it to second base. The throw goes to first, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the White Sox there as the Pale Hose go down in order by Bill Swift and Brian Snyder. Bottom of the 8th coming up, still 1-0. Leading off for the M's will be Bob Carney. He will hit against Spillner. We go from 18 runs last night to 1 run tonight. Gotta love payoff pitch and inside pitch. I love how the games, you never know what you're going to get Pitch from Spillner. He will pitch. That's a patient 86, and it's a ground out to short. Throw goes to first, out number 1. Next up is Spike Owen. He will hit. Batted .260 against rights. Spillner checks and deals. And that is a tough 40. That's a tough 47. And that will be a ground ball to first. Taken care of there by Walker, out number 2. Remember, on tough rolls, Spillner adds 10. That can bite you in the butt sometimes. When you think you might have a strikeout, it turns out to be a hit. Here's Jack Perconti, and he will bat. They'll leave Spillner in there to see if he can complete the inning, and then the White Sox will probably turn it over to the closer for 9th inning. 2 outs. Pitch from Spillner. In play. Oh, wow, that's right on it, isn't it? It's either in play 36 or in play 76. I got to re-roll it. It's right on it. I'll re-roll the black die only. And that's an in-play 06, and that's going to turn out to be a double for Jack Perconti. Perconti smacks a double into center field. He will hold at second. And a chance now for Phil Bradley. With 2 outs here. Spillner looking to keep it 1-0, but now the tying run at second base. Spillner will pitch. And that is an in-play. That's an in-play 44. Bradley smacks it. It's a base hit for Phil Bradley. Perconti with a run rating of 6. He will score from second. Bradley goes to first. The M's have tied it up. Kingdome cheers. Yay! Phil Bradley, RBI single, brings home Perconti from second. We got a tie ball game, and now here's Dave Henderson. Never, ever think a game of mine is done just because you think it's going to be done. That's the first run given up by Spillner. He is not fatigued yet. And here's Henderson, who was 0 for 2. Bradley on it first. He'll stay where he's at. Henderson will bat. Or will he? Batted .227 against rights. Hold the phone, Central. I'm going to take a look because Henderson hasn't done anything today. Let's see what we want to do here. 312. Pinch hitter coming up for Dave Henderson. At least I think so. Can I do it? Wow, if I put him in there, it's absolutely no range. Check the lineup. Nope, actually I'm going to let him hit. Henderson will hit. Dave Henderson will swing the bat. I really don't have anybody to replace center field. So Henderson will bat against Spillner. Bradley on it first. Here's the pitch from Spillner. And that is a tough 22, and it's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. 1 run for the Mariners on a couple of hits. At the end of 8, we are tied at 1. Just when you think a game might be coming to an end, RJL 518 says, we don't think so. Will we see some 9th inning magic? We saw plenty of that last night. Leading off for the White Sox will be Ozzie Guillen. Snyder will stay out there. It's left on left. Question is, do the White Sox want to make a pinch hitter? It's the 9th inning. Now I can go by average. Let's see. Guillen is a shortstop, and yes, Guillen is going to come out. But then again, I might do a pitching change for the Mariners. You know what? Got to try to win the game. Guillen coming out and coming in to pinch hit for Ozzie Guillen will be Scott Fletcher. Bats .298 against lefties, and Fletcher will also take over at shortstop. Fletcher better at shortstop actually than Guillen is by a little bit. And he hits .298 against lefties. Brian Snyder is going to come out. The Mariners are going to go to the pen. And the Mariners are just going to go to their closer, Ed Nunez. Nunez is going to come out and try to keep this a 1-1 game. Now, do I burn a pinch hitter for Fletcher? Let's see what we do. Do I have another? Yeah, I do, but no. Fletcher, they're going to leave Fletcher in there because Fletcher is very good in defense. So Scott Fletcher will go up against Ed Nunez, top of the ninth. Here we go. We all know how the ninth inning game went last night. Pitch from Nunez. That's a tough 24. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Fletcher goes down, but he will take over at shortstop. Next batter is Rudy Law, and he will hit. Batted .252. That's good enough for me. Law, however, is having a good day. He's 2 for 4. Nunez pitches to Law. That is a wheelhouse 48, and it's going to be a base hit for Rudy Law. It's a single. Law smacks that one into right field. He will hold it first. And the batter is Tim Hewlett. Law has his third hit of the game. And a steal is available. So let's see. Law, steal rating of 5. Nunez has a hold rating of 5. Hewlett is the batter. He bats .250. Let's see. What's the chance for him to steal it? Here's a B. And Carney's arm is a 2. That's actually pretty good. B2. He has a normal chance to steal second. Normal chance to steal second. Let's do it. Rudy Law is going to try to steal second, but he's got to get the jump. It depends on Nunez's hold. I do draw a card and we look to the 2d6. A 5 or lower, Law goes. 6 or higher, Law doesn't, but Nunez gets a chance to pick him off. It's a 5. There goes Law. Normal chance on the stealing column here. The throw to second, he is a possible drop. Well, that's the first time I've had that. A possible drop. Possible drop. Roll a 1d6 of higher than the fielder's E rating. The fielder drops the ball and the runner is safe. If D6 result is equal to or lower than the fielder's error rating, the runner is out. So, it's a possible drop. And the throw is to, you got a right-hander up there, so the throw would be to, would be a second base or short. Got to find out. Shortstop covers second base covers when right-handed. Okay, it's a second baseman because Hewlett's a righty. The second baseman for the Mariners is Picanti. His error rating is a 4. It's a 2. And he is, if the result is equal to or lower than the E rating, is out. He is out of there. Wow. Bob Carney guns it down to second and nails Law at second base, out number 2. Law is thrown out at second by Carney, as Perconti did not drop the ball. Now with 2 outs, Hewlett the batter. I usually only roll the dice once. Cards take care of everything else. Pitch from Nunez. In play, 20. That's huge. That's a base hit for Hewlett. Wow. Boy, does that hurt. Tim Hewlett gets to first base on a single as he hits that to right field. But because there's no one on base, nobody moves over. Base hit for Hewlett. And now the batter is Harold Baines. I'm going to try my luck again. Harold Baines does not belong in the Hall of Fame. Nunez pitch. It's a tough 87. Not this time. Fly ball center field. That'll be caught by Henderson. Side retired. No runs. 2 hits for the White Sox. We go to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 1. What, did you expect 1, 2, 3 ninth innings? Spillner coming out. The White Sox will go to the pen. And they're going to bring out their closer, Bob James. James, 8-7, 2.13 ERA. His job, very simple. Keep it 1-1 to get to the extra innings. Fans here at the Kingdome cheering on the Mariners. A win here gets the Mariners back to 500. Here's Gorman Thomas. And we may see a pinch hitter for him, and we will. Gorman Thomas will come out. They will go to a pinch hitter, and he is the DH. So let's see who they're going to bring in. And coming on to pinch hit for the Mariners will be Darnell Coles. Coles batted .316 against right-handed hitting. And since we're in the 9th inning and later, we can go by average, not by at-bats. He will also take over at DH for now. Darnell Coles against Bob James, bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch. James in play, 77, ground out to short. And that's out number 1. And now we have Alvin Davis. Davis will hit. He bats 308 against rights. James looking in. Now the pitch to Davis. And that is a tough 93. Fly ball to right field. That will be out number 2. That catch is made by Harold Baines. And now Barry Bonnell. He will hit. James looking on. Pitch to Bonnell. 2 outs. And that is an in-play 65. And it will be a fly ball right field. Under it is Baines. And he makes the catch. And once again here at RJL 518, we've got free baseball. Free baseball. Free baseball here. Get your free baseball. At the end of 9, tied at 1. For extra innings, I'll reflip. We go to the top of the 10th, tied at 1. Yep, it's all free baseball as Bob B joins us here at the Kingdome. Don't forget, Bob B, your Cardinals play tomorrow on Inside Pitch. Leading off for the White Sox will be Greg Walker. Top of the 10th, Nunez will pitch it. It's his second inning. He can do it. Here's the pitch from Nunez. And that is a patient 0-2. It's a walk. He walks Walker. He'll trot down to first. The next batter is Carlton Fisk. 4 on the dice. No bunting or steal attempts. So Nunez will pitch to Fisk. Yes, against the mighty Cubs. It will be John Tudor hosting Rick Sutcliffe. That will be the matchup tomorrow for Inside Pitch. Walker on it first. Fisk at the plate. Here it comes. And that is a ballpark 23. And that's going to be the wheelhouse. A wheelhouse for Fisk. This is should be a hit. It's a 36. It's more than just a hit. Pow! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep. And that ball is out of here. Home run, Carlton Fisk off of Ed Nunez. Kingdome groans. Ugh. A ballpark by Ed Nunez on a wheelhouse 23 against a right-handed batter, which is Fisk, then a wheelhouse 36, and that ball is out of here. And it is now 3-1 White Sox on a 2-run jack by Pudge. Nunez gives up the homer, and he did give up a few. He gave up 13 homers in 85. Still nobody out here on the top of the 10th. Oscar Gamble's the batter, and that's going to be it for Nunez, as that is a fatigue 2-run homer. And the Mariners will have to go to the pen. Coming on to pitch now for Seattle will be Roy Thomas. 7-0, 3.36 ERA. He will pitch to Oscar Gamble, who will now bat. Double D says little body English on that one. Roy Thomas will pitch to Gamble. And that is a patient 79, and that's a walk. Gamble trots on down to first. Second walk in this inning. The batter now is Luis Salazar, who came in for Darryl Boston pinch hitting. Runner on first. Thomas will pitch to Salazar. And that's a tough 0-0. We got a rare play. Rare play coming up. Red die first. That's a 5 and a 2. Let's have a look at it. Batter doubles to right, but may have missed touching first base. An appeal is made, and result is roll 1d6. So let's go ahead and draw the card. It is a 2. Ruling this batter with a double to right field. That's good enough. We'll stop there, because after that, it doesn't mean anything more. So it's a double to right. Double to right. Gamble will go to third, and Salazar will go to second. Runners at second and third, nobody out. You got it there, Double D. Catch you later, sir. Watch, enjoy your football. Absolutely. Totally understand. Luis Salazar gets a double. Runners at second and third now for Julio Cruz. As right now, the Mariners seem to have caught a little bit of what the Orioles had yesterday. Although no errors, though. Cruz is 0 for 4. Runners at second and third. Mariners are going to call the infield in. They do not want Gamble to score. Thomas will pitch. That is a tough 79. Fly ball, center field. That's out number 1. And on a tough fly out, Gamble cannot score. Here's Scott Fletcher. Fletcher will go up against Roy Thomas. There's now 1 out. The infield is still in. Thomas with the pitch. Defense check, 35. And it's a defense rare play. So that means we use the rare play chart from the game. Defense rare play. So we'll go ahead and roll here. It's an 8. And it says fielder with a range of A or B makes a highlight catch. It's a range check to the shortstop. The shortstop is Owen. His range is a B. He makes the catch. A ball hit to Spike Owen, and he makes the catch. And that's out number 2. Runners hold. And I'll say that's a line draw, and I'll say that is a line out to short. 2 men down now. And here's Rudy Law. The infield goes back to normal. Gamble at third, Salazar at first. Here's the pitch to Law. Thomas. Another defense check, 71. Error check to second base. The ball is into Perconti. His error rating is a 4. That is a 71. That's going to be an out. And it will be a pop out to second base, and the inning is over. But 2 runs on 2 hits by the White Sox, a home run by Pudge. We go to the bottom of the 10th. It's 3-1. Bob James. He can pitch this inning. This is only his 2nd inning. James is on hand to get the win. Bottom of the 10th. It is Jim Presley leading off for the Mariners. He will bat against them even with a 249 average. Although I will check first to see if there's anybody on the bench. Presley's at third base. Let's see here. We're going to see, hold on a minute. Let me just check the rest of the lineup here. He can bat, and Owen, he can bat. Presley's going to come out. He is at third base. Taking over third base will be Domingo Ramos, but Ramos is not going to be the pinch hitter. That is going to go to Ivan Calderon, who will come in and pinch hit. Calderon bats .281 against right-handers. So Calderon will pinch hit. Bottom of the 10th inning, 3-1 White Sox. Pitch from James. And that's a patient 74. And ground ball, second base. Throw goes to first, out number 1. The next batter up is Bob Carney. He will hit. He hit .264 against rights. Bob James looking on, trying to close the game out. Here's the pitch. And that's an in play. 27. Single for Bob Carney. And the tying run will come to the plate. What? Did you expect a 1, 2, 3, 10th inning? Carney on it first. The batter now is Spike Owen. He will hit. 2D steal rating. No steal or bunt. Owen is the tying run. Bottom of the 10th, 3-1. James trying to shut the door. Owen is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from James. And that's a tough 0-0. Another rare play. Let's see what we get. Red die first. That's a 22. Fly out 2. We'll draw a card. 4. Fly out 2 to center field. Outfielder makes apparent catch, but ball immediately drops from glove. Opposing manager requests review that outfielder did not make the catch. Roll 1d6. Let's find out. We draw another card using the middle number on this one. It's a 5. So 3-6, play stance is called, and outfielder is credited with a put out. So that is a fly out to center field, 2 outs. Wow. What a time to get that. Two outs now. The last chance for the Mariners is Jack Perconti. He'll hit against Davis with a 272 average. Perconti is 1 for 4. Doubled his last time up. Fans here at the Kingdome hope that Perconti can do the job. Carney on it first. James looking on. Here is the pitch. And that is a defense check, but a defense 93 should be just fine. Range check to left field. The ball has hit the law. His range is a B. That's a 93. That's gonna be an out. It's a fly ball to Law. Law pumps once, pumps twice, puts out his glove. Blop, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. White Sox beat the Mariners 3-1 in 10 innings as Salvador America just shows up just in time to see the game end. No runs and a hit for the Mariners. Final line score coming up. Stay tuned for 10-minute ticker. For the White Sox, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. For the Mariners, 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors. The winning pitcher is Bob James, and Edwin Nunez takes the loss. No save. That does it here from the Kingdome. 10-minute ticker coming right up. Don't go away. Of course, maybe Salvador America just showed up just so you can watch a 10-minute ticker, too. He doesn't care about my games. He only cares about how his Red Sox will do in the 10-minute ticker. Probably all Salvador America really only cares about. He don't care about me. Fine. 10-minute ticker time. The date is June 11th. White Sox already beat the Mariners 3-1. Here we go. Milwaukee. You're panicking. Milwaukee taking on Boston. It's a 4. That's a win for the Brewers. See, that's what you get, Salvador America. Brewers win that game 4-1. See, if you watched my whole game, your Red Sox might have won that. Texas at California. That's a 5, a win for the Rangers, 10-8. Toronto at New York Yankees. That's an 11. That's a win for the Yankees, 6-0. Kansas City at Oakland. That's an 11, a win for the A's, 5-2. San Francisco at Atlanta. 7, win for the Braves. They get a rare win, 6-3. The Braves have been horrible this year. San Diego at Houston. That's a 4. That's a win for the Padres, 8-3. I know Steeler fan will not like that. Chicago Cubs against Montreal. That's a 9. Expos win it, 7-4. New York Mets, my Mets taking on the Phillies. That's a 7. Mets get the win, 4-2. St. Louis at Pittsburgh. 6, a win for the Pirates, 3-1. Next day, June, as Salvador says, rigged. June 12th, Milwaukee taking on Boston. That's a 7. The Red Sox get that game back and win that game 6-0. That's an 8. Texas and California. The Angels get the win there, 9-8. Baltimore at Detroit. 2, a win for the Orioles, 8-1. Toronto at New York Yankees. That's a 12, a win for the Blue Jays, 10-4. Kansas City at Oakland. That's a 9, a win for the A's, 2-1. Chicago White Sox at Seattle. That's a 6, a win for the White Sox, 5-0 as the White Sox continue to get over 500. San Francisco at Atlanta. And that's a 7. That's a win for the Braves. Win that game 9-6. San Diego at Houston. That's a 6. Another win for the Padres. 9-1. I know Steeler fan will not be happy about that. Chicago Cubs at Montreal. That's an 8. It's a win for the Expos, 6-2. Finally, New York Mets. My Mets against the Phillies. And it is a 8. The Phillies win the game 7-6. That is all for the 10-minute ticker tonight. If your team won, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. That will do it for tonight, everyone. I want to thank you all for joining me. Tomorrow morning, we have the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Game 11 of the 1985 Inside Pitch, One and Gone. And tomorrow night on Payoff Pitch, we will stay with these same Mariners, but they will now host the Kansas City Royals tomorrow night. Royals and Mariners tomorrow here at the Kingdome. Want to thank you all for joining me tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe, healthy, smart, and strong, and I'm glad everyone enjoyed the game. It is the White Sox over the Mariners and Extras, 3-1. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.